Now, if we talk about Maharashtra, they have just declared that a total of 45 cases of the Delta Plus variant have been reported till the 8th of August. That's what the State Health Department has announced. Out of this 45 cases, 27 people were infected with the Delta Plus variant are male, while the remaining are female. A total of 20 people infected by the variant are in the age group of 19 to 45 years of age. The Delta Plus variant, also known as B.1.617.2.1 or simpler AY.1, contains a mutation in the spike protein that the virus uses to enter human cells. We don't know if it's more, if it's more detrimental or, causes a worse illness, but it is another variant of Delta. It's so far been found in very, very low numbers. Well, Dr. Sunila Garg, what are we to make of this information? It's very important to keep tracking these variants that are emerging, and Maharashtra announcing that their variants, the Delta Plus variant, has increased there.
You see, basically it is very important to follow the variants, because we are already aware of that, particularly with regard to Delta Plus, it is more infective and infection can be severe also. So we need to particularly follow the samples with regard to genomic sequencing, and that can be a coincidence that maximum males have been infected as compared to females. So we need to be very careful about it.
Right, and Dr. Mehrotra, you were talking about how we need to look at these variants closely, and we do know that the effectiveness of the vaccines decreases slightly with the new variant, especially Delta.
There is a phenomenon called immunological escape. That's common with that. It was seen in India when the Delta variant was there in the second wave. Immunological escape to the 5 to 10% was reported, and it is going to be a bit bigger with this. So to confront that phenomena, we should look into how we can vaccinate further different type of vaccine, already vaccinated person, at least frontline workers like healthcare workers. So that should be looked into.
Right, Dr. Sunila Garg, also there's some reports that the amount of genomic sequencing we're doing is going down. We were doing it a lot in the second wave because there was all this hue and cry about the new variants, but the genomic sequencing that so far we're conducting in different parts of the country has been going down. What would you say to that?
See, I feel that at least 5% of the samples which are positive, they must be subjected to genomic sequencing across the country. And also we must be looking regularly at the travelers who are coming, so that we should be very sure that we are not getting any other variants. So it is important that we must keep up with the pace of genomic sequencing. So that is one thing. The second important thing is that the results should be shared as early as possible, so that important action should be taken.
Right, and Dr. Mehrotra, the reason that we need to vaccinate faster and put a lot of emphasis on increasing the vaccination rates and covering more and more people is the emergence of new variants.
Of course. The early we were able to finish this epidemic, with the less the chance of having more and more variants. The more the persons are vaccinated, we will be able to achieve the herd immunity, and that chain of transmission will stop. The longer it will remain, the more and more it will come.
All right. Well, thank you so much, doctors, for joining us on these very important issues that have emerged as far as COVID in the country goes. Thank you so much.